Everybody, and welcome back for some Tekken 8 content stuff. Tekken 8 got a update, which is great because there's been some weird things with DLC stuff that Tekken had to probably maybe address, given the fact that Steam made an update recently regarding DLCs that technically Tekken's DLC doesn't fall under, which is knowledge about characters when purchasing season passes. Obviously, we don't know who the last character is for this season. I don't really think that's really what this is, but this is a season 2 announcement trailer. So, with that in mind, granted, at the very least, we should be expecting them to change something in terms of their marketing practice with next season. Season 2, which is what this announcement is. So let's see what they've done. If they're actually going to explain or hint, at the very least, what's going to be showing up in Season 2, since they might have to, given the new rules with DLC and everything. At least for PC versions. Does not say they have to follow that rule with PC, but I mean, if PC's going to know, everyone's going to know. So, yeah. Let's start. It's a 3-minute trailer, so it's fairly long. So let's just get it done. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Not really sure what to expect when it says winter updates, but we'll see. Tekken has been doing pretty well so far. MK1 unfortunately has gone through some dips recently. There has been some great news with MK1, but not a huge NetherRealm guy anyways, but it's still unfortunate regardless. But Tekken's had a little controversy, but I think that's just the audience in general, just Tekken players being picky as usual, I guess, is from what I hear. That's cool. Replay stuff. Okay, adding more graphic stuff for photo mode. Okay. Player search. Was that not a thing prior? Huh. Okay. Are these exclusive to Battle Pass? Customization is even more fun. Okay. I don't really care about customization too much, but it's good. More is better. Oh, you can add them to the main menu. Fine, fair enough. Fan art. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 was doing this. Yeah, Street Fighter's been doing this a lot with their intros. Obviously, new Battle Pass. Duh. Sprays. I mean, I don't really care about any of this stuff. I don't think most people care about this stuff. So, more importantly, coming this spring, Season 2. Major balance patch, cool. New moves. New moves is interesting. That's actually more exciting than I think the just the prospect of like new characters. Well, that's not true. But like, oh, oh shit. That was okay. Okay. It's Honor, right? I think so. That's what that was. And then some tourney stuff. Okay. Cool. Cool. I mean, that's info regardless. That's info as to what's going to be Season 2. Or maybe the last character? Maybe? Last character for this season? Might not exactly be Season 2 stuff. It's gonna be at the Game Awards. Okay. That's cool. Fun fact, I will be streaming the Game Awards on the main channel, so that will actually be pretty fun. Sorry, 1 second. But yeah, no, that would be pretty fun. I'm just kind of like, if it's who I think it is, I feel like that would that'd be kind of ironic because we already know based on the, because like, is that season 2? Is that season 2 for Anna, or is that meant to be, that would be the last character, I assume. I mean, people have been complaining for a while why Anna's in the game. Like Anna's not in the game, sorry, but I guess that would be the one that would make the most sense. People also kind of want it to be a crossover character. I know a lot of people are like pulling Tifa out of nowhere. Harada has mentioned it in a tweet before, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see at the Game Awards. It's interesting that they actually just dropped that it will be at the Game Awards. I think that's what we all kind of expected, but cool. I like the teaser. I like the little tease. I mean, if it ends up being Anna, I feel like that's good. Don't get me wrong. I want Anna to be in the game, but why not just drop the trailer? I know. It's to like more eyes. You know, it's to more people. Like more people are gonna be watching the Game Awards. I just like why have this video in the first place? I don't know. Characters having new moves is pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about that for people. I don't know how the actual reception is gonna be. I think generally the thing people are complaining about with Tekken the most from like people I know who play Tekken and also the people I watch who talk about Tekken. It seems to just be a regular occurrence with Tekken games. I mean, obviously, you know, Tekken 8 has a lot of good things about it. You know, it generally brings people in more towards Tekken, but people that are accustomed to Tekken's a very complicated game to like really like. There's so many layers to Tekken that like the more ingrained you get with Tekken and the more used to certain Tekken games, like if you're someone that came in Tekken 5 or Tekken 7, like you have different complaints about Tekken 8 and they're all kind of just passionate for the sake of being passionate, but that's all right with me. I don't think anything here is really going to change the perception there. A lot of this stuff is just more battle pass stuff, and I don't know. I mean, like since I'm doing this reaction anyways, I guess it's a good point to like come to where it's like I still want to play Tekken 8. Don't get me wrong. I just kind of feel bad like when we're looking at it from the perspective of like fighting games right now, because um, a lot of games are doing really well. Like Street Fighter, I think is doing pretty well. Um, I know some people have said like Street Fighter had like you know its downs, like Street Fighter 6 had its downs. I agree with that. I don't know how to explain it. I think like if we're looking at it from like, and I'm getting a little off track from Tekken, but like if we look at it from like the Mortal Kombat standpoint, I think Mortal Kombat had pretty good DLC characters, sort of. Like it was good cameos, but I think fundamentally like apart from maybe Street Fighter, because Street Fighter is bringing those characters in, I feel like Tekken shares the same issue with Mortal Kombat, where it either didn't bring characters in the game that people were hoping, like Mortal Kombat was bringing in certain characters as cameos instead of like as characters. That didn't jive with everyone. Tekken misses like a lot of original cast characters. Now they're bringing them in later, and it just makes things. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, I guess. Street Fighter was one of the only ones that they decided, yeah, we're definitely bringing all the OG world, you know, Street Fighter 2 characters. They did do that. They brought DJ back, which was cool. Um, and then they brought in obviously, you know, Akuma and Bison later on, but they still mixed in. Now they're doing cameo characters. You know, you have Fatal Fury crossovers, and I feel like it's ironic because Street Fighter is usually a series, like mainline Street Fighter is usually a series that doesn't bring cameo characters, and these other two series are usually fighting games where you expect cameo characters. I mean, they had Negan for crying out loud, right? So now it's kind of a weird thing where they're playing catch up on themselves. I mean, Mortal Kombat not anymore, unfortunately, but at least as far as you know, I'm aware of news currently, it's been paused or canceled. So that sucks. Again, I'm not another Realm guy. I personally, they're one of my least favorite forms of fighting games, but that doesn't mean they're bad. You know, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 9, I respect this. You know, I understand Mortal Kombat's like, you know, these are great games for, you know, people, and there's a big audience. There's a big audience. So I don't know, like I try to like keep myself fair when I look at that stuff. I don't really put biases into it. So I mean like looking at it back onto Tekken, it's it seems fine. It seems fine. Like I feel like again when we're talking about the Tekken complaints, I don't know how many people are still complaining that certain characters are missing. I think it's more just again like if people are like if the game is actually aging well. It's hard to tell because I feel like there's more people than there's ever been, and I like the fighting game resurgence, quote unquote, because fighting games weren't dead. They weren't. It's not like Street Fighter 4, you know, resurgence. It's like just fighting games seem like they're reaching a more mainstream peak than they had prior, and that's kind of because Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter all came out at once, like in the span of like almost nearly 1 year, practically 1 year, because you had Street Fighter in the summer, then you had Mortal Kombat in September, which was the fall, and then in that winter in January you had Tekken. So yeah, in like less than a year, you had all three of them coming out with a new game. You know, Fever was peak. Now it's a bit weird, seeing like where everything is. And anyways, I'm rambling, but my point is, I think this is cool. Weird video, but I don't like making videos dedicated to just discussion, so I try to mix it in whenever I'm reacting to something, because normally updates get put out, announcements and trailers, like characters are going to come out, right? And then I'll mention my thoughts there. But currently, those are my thoughts. I think Tekken's in an okay spot. I really hope that things look up. Who knows? I mean, again, part of me hopes this isn't Anna when the actual Game Awards happen. I hope it isn't Anna. That would be nice, and it ends up being someone a little more shocking and brings Tekken fans back in there and reels them back in. I feel like Tifa would be one of them. I feel like Tifa would definitely be a character that would make people go like, oh, I'm gonna go back to playing Tekken, And I don't really care about cameo characters too much, to be honest. I'm not a huge cameo guy, but like I want everyone from the OG rosters, or like I prefer, before you get to cameos, you bring in all the like mainline characters that people actually really care about. So based on my taste, I would actually prefer Anna, but based on the health of the game right now, I would like it if they actually put a cameo here, especially since they brought back Heihachi. I'm like, dude, it's all good, man. Like, Harada, just give them a cameo. It'd be awesome. The only thing I can think of, last thing, the only thing I can think of that could actually fix, I think both, you can kill both, two birds with one stone, is if they announce season 2, which I think that's actually what this is implying now I think about it. No, this is implying that, yeah, this right here is implying the last character, but also season 2 gets its roster released, as in like who's getting announced. If they do both, that would be crazy. That would be insane. And I'd be totally down for that. I feel like that's best case scenario for Tekken fans. So, I mean, we'll see. It's only in a few days. So, again, I will be streaming it on this channel, the main channel. It's the first time we're actually streaming on this channel. Not the first time I've been streaming on YouTube, because I've done that on the other channel before. But this will be the first time I'm doing it on this channel. I wanted to do it last year. Actually, I didn't want to, but like, I didn't think of it, and then it happened, and I thought of it, and it was too late. But now, yeah, this time we're free that day. I'm doing it, and yeah, I will see you guys then. Obviously, let me know down below what your thoughts of Tekken 8 are. Not just this trailer and what you think season 2 and the last character are going to be, but just generally your feelings about the game. I'm very curious, because I do want the game to play out pretty well. I think there's a lot of effort that's been put into this game by Bandai, and I hope it works out, especially since 3D fighting games, excuse me, I've really been taking a hit. Soul Calibur is dead. It's been dead. And Virtual Fighter did come back, sort of, And I mean, out of all of them, my favorite is probably Tekken. Just in terms of my preferences, from what I like look at, I'm like, Tekken 3 is probably one of the coolest 3D fighting games, if talking like historically. So I hope Tekken 8 really does, flush out and come back later on. But yeah, if you guys like the video, like the video and subscribe to keep you up to date, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care, peace, and goodbye.